Hello, scholars. I'm going to model what you should be doing with these readings so you know clearly what is expected. I also want you to pay close attention on how I'm finding evidence of the causes and the effects of this particular article. Okay? Don't forget, our question is why do people join these cliques? So here we go. The first thing you should be doing is opening your reading on Google Classroom in our Kami library. You can open it with Kami and start annotating. And here it goes. Who rules your school? Smart kids, jocks, populars, cliques are a natural way to survive the teen years. So why do they cause so much misery? By Jeannie Ralston. So right here we have a lot of information about animals. Why animals stick together. Social cliques among wild animals in the Serengeti are actually the glue that holds the ecosystems together and keeps animal populations safe and stable. A new study explained why bird flocks, wild, wild bees herd, bee swarms, and fish school they are less likely to become a predator's next meal if they stick together. Rather than sticking together in order to share food, the reason for lion prides could have more to do with the territory defense and protection. Very good. For those that might not know the words Serengeti and ecosystem, here's the definition for that. So make sure you take a time to read them. And here's an actual text. So we know why animals stick together in order to avoid being killed by predators. Now think about your school. Sure, no one is literally trying to eat you alive, but you too are a social animal. And you are one who has been thrown into a fierce and captive environment. Jam-packed hallways filled with bodies or personalities bigger than your own. Crowded cafeterias where every table is potentially a marked territory. From day one, you sense that there's safety in numbers. And once you follow that animal instinct to form packs, you feel more secure. Even older people in retirement communities have cliques. When I first walked into my new high school last year, I was so overwhelmed, says Jubair 15, a high school sophomore in New York City. Everyone sat and talked to get and walked together in twos or threes, sometimes a squad of five or more people. I didn't understand how I would ever belong. Jubair isn't alone. In a Choice magazine survey, 63% of teens told us they feel pressure to fit in or be popular. And a whooping 91% said their schools are divided into cliques. Why are many teens driven in this way? To form tribes and seek status? And why year after year in social life organized I'm sorry, and why year after year is social life organized in a way that can be painfully and anxiety provoking? Leaving some kids without even a pot to eat during lunch, with others feeling like one false move could leave them friendliness? Sociologists have studied this intense social scenes of middle and high schools. And they say that a combination of factors from the way your brain is developing right now to the sheer size of your school can make you feel torn between you and who you are with your peers and who you want to be. But you can find yourself a place and feel good about it. It's important to understand where the pressure to fit in is coming from, says Rosalind Wiseman, author of a book about cliques called Queen Bees and Wannabes. You can be in control and not be manipulated. Just side note for those who have watched the movie Mean Girls, she is the author of that book. Queen Bees inspired the movie. Grouping off. Search hashtag squad goals on Instagram and you'll find thousands of photos of besties and bros. They've likely come together through their love of video games, for example, or simple because they grew up on the same blog, but grouping off it about one more common interest of proximity. It is a symbol of who you are and who you want to be. Sarah Jane Blackmore, a cognitive neuroscientist at the University of College London, says finding a crew is a natural drive. You are finally forming your own identity and connections beyond your family. Okay, I want to pause there because we read a lot of information and I want us to make sure that we're capturing that. Right off the bat, what evidence do I know about this idea of clicks? Why do people join them? So I saw something very important here that I want to highlight. The first paragraph. And you are and you are one who has been thrown into a fierce and captive environment, jam-packed hallways, blah blah blah. It gives the details. So the evidence here if it lets me write. Let's do it like that. Okay, so this is the evidence. So I'm gonna put an E so I don't forget. Click can make an environment, I'm gonna put that, feel ears and captive. And it says how we feel. So if we feel fears or in a captive situation, we clearly are not gonna feel well. So that is one effect, evidence or effect, put it right there, of what clicks can do to us. Remember, we're trying to find the cause and effects. I want you guys to continue doing this to the next page in the bottom one. It's not a lot to read. I know it seems like a lot, but it goes pretty fast. And I feel like you're going to find this very, very informative. There's very good information that's going to lead us to a very meaningful class discussion. As always, if you have questions, comments, please reach out. I can't wait to see you in class and talk about this. Bye, scholars.